start of today's 400-lap race on this .625-mile racetrack. Here's the starting lineup. On the pole from Dawsonville, Georgia, in the number 9 Coors Ford qualifying and Midwestern Cup race from North Wilkesboro.
Welcome, everybody. Area 51 playoffs. Bobby with all the hobbies. MaxSpeedTV coming live at you, Dega. These cats are getting down and dirty, getting ready to finish up the season. They got tonight and one more night. That's it. Continuing on to the big playoffs. And here are the cats that we're going to watch tonight. Michael Pegg, Kobe Brooks, Sebastian Marin, Jim Brooks, and Robert Rock. Those are the ones that have the legitimate chance to be the champion here. We'll find out how it works. I'd like to welcome everybody, MaxSpeedTV YouTube followers. We'll have us a little fun tonight, hopefully. A little tidbit here, fellas. Boys and girls. Kids of all ages. They're going to get 2 fast repairs. That's all they're going to get tonight. That's right, just 2. Usually that's not a problem for these guys. These guys, if you see 2 cautions in a full race, well, that's quite a bit for these guys. They really respect each other when they run. But things might be a little different since we're getting really close to wrapping this season up. Things you want to worry about during the race. You want to worry about your pit road speed coming in. You want to worry about green flag pit stops. Like I said in the past broadcasts, you're either going to be a hero or a zero. It's either going to be a thing of beauty or it's going to be awful. You don't want to get caught speeding. You don't want to hit nobody. You don't want to get hit. And most of the time, you try to make it into your pit stall without getting turned, but unfortunately that does happen as well. Stick around. We're going to be right back. Get to the national anthem. Area 51 playoffs, MaxSpeedTV. Bobby with all the freaking hobbies. We'll be right back after this.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the red fire Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to invade the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the US of A. Oh, traitors that star spangled banner gave way for the land of the brave. In the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxSpeedTV.
Welcome back, everybody. Area 51 playoffs, the second race to the last of the races for this championship. That's right. We got this week and we have next week, and it's over for the season. You have got some guys here. Looks like it's going to be a pretty good playoff run right here. Realistically, these 5 cats right here have an opportunity. We will be watching them closely throughout this entire race. And don't forget, as always, we always like to try to give us a loose cannon award out there. And then we also got the infamous the Doob Wipes award. For those of you who don't know what that is, well, I like to give the award out for the guy that has the worst wreck. One where he has just as many skid marks in his shorts as the track would have. A little bit of fun with that, huh? Getting ready to grid right now. Remember, there's teammates out here. Lots of teammates to help these guys out for this championship. So the more cats you got in your roster for a teammate, the better it is for you. And I am sure these guys are going to be getting plenty of help. Welcome, YouTubers. Appreciate everybody out here watching. Kevin Nagels looking for the first win with his son. That's the Limitless Racing guys. E.K. Anderson and Cody Nagels looking for their first win in a super speedway. Tonight could be the night. We're going to find out. Should be coming. There they are. All right, let's do this. Let's do what I do best. Let's screw up your last names. Any last minute Christmas gifts? Hooked on phonics would be swell. Of course, it's not going to help me. I'll still screw it up. And here we go. Sebastian Marin, row number 1. He's going to be your pole cat. He's going to be leading them around. And beside him, one of my buddies, the 97 of Gary. I call him Slapinski. Can you imagine having a name like that going through school? Awesome. I like it. Row number 2, the 777 of Michael Pegg. He is going for a championship along with your polecat. The 75 beside him, Darren Razor. Row number 3, the 69 of Jason T. Middleton. Beside him, the 54 of John Gabbard. Row number 4, the 55, driving the Van Halen machine, Mr. Dean Wilkinson, another chase contender. And beside him, number 53, Kobe Brooks, another chase contender. Row number 5, the 06 of Cody Nagels, and the 52 of Paul Sheldon. In row 6, the 32, BK Anderson, and the 41 of Donald Sadusky. Nice to see him out here tonight. Row 7, the 02, Seth Grover, and the 24 of Brian Grimm. Row number 8, the number 2 of Todd Merkel, and the 14th, Vincente Guerrero. Row number 9 of the 80, Al Cena, one of the veterans. The 08 of Bob Fitzgerald beside him. Row 10, the 11 of Matt Wagner. And the 83 of Jack Walls. Row 11 of the 19, Kevin LaChance, and the 12 of James Hickson. And row number 12, the 20, Alberto Miguel Lopez. He's been running very well here lately. Keep an eye on him. And the 88 of Michael W. Spell. Row 13, the 171 of Robert Rock, another chase contender. And the 66 of Mark Mastrolia. Row 14 to number 1, Mr. Gabe Butler. I call him the Snake because he sits in the back and he waits and he works his way up front and he's done and got you and you don't even realize it. And the number 1 beside him, Patrick Grover. Row 15 to 60 of Joseph Morales and the 71 of Gail Brooks. Row 16 to 51, Jim Brooks, another chase contender, and the 45 of Todd Siebels. And row 17, certainly last but not least, the 101 of Randy Miner. All right. You guys know how it works. Karen Grover, nice to see you out there on YouTube. Luke Coleman saying, let's go, Cody, get her done. Dean Wilkinson thanking me for the broadcast and saying good luck to all the drivers. Nicest guy, I think, in iRacing. Kevin Nagels, he's watching his son. Gonna get her done. Hey, Michelle Anderson, BK's mom and dad's out here watching, looking for the first win here. The rookies want it just as bad as everybody else does, and we're going to find out. Appreciate everybody. Hit that like button if you will. Very important. They'll fire me and hire somebody that stutters, and you'll wish I was back. Hit the like button. Let them know you appreciate what they're doing out here tonight. Down on the bottom, Mama's Rocking Chair, where everybody wants to be. It's a 23 of Sebastian Marin leading them down to the green flag with Slapinski right beside him. As we're getting ready to take the green flag. Stick around. We're going to have us a little fun. John Black, nice to see you out here, buddy. It's MaxSpeedTV. Bobby with all the freaking hobbies. Area 51 coming at you right now. On the bottom, still making it look like it's pretty easy. Sebastian Marin, there he sits. One of your chase contenders. Talking to him the other day, he has no girlfriend and he has no life, but he iRaces like nobody's business. And that's why he's a chase contender. He puts in a lot of laps every week. Michael Pegg in a 777, a regulator, up on the top side, being shoved by the 97 of Gary Slapinski. Down in the bottom, Jason Middleton in the 69 machine. Dean Wilkinson up front, hanging out with the boys. Will he stay up front, or is he going to feel things out for a while and bring that puppy to the back and let some laps wind down, ride it out for a while? He's another chase contender. And there he is. Peg up top. Slap. There's Sebastian Marin on the bottom. I'll get it right in a minute. Slapinski in the 97. He's going to be your pusher. Riding along with him. Albert Grover, nice to see you out there. Travels eSports. He'll get him 20 of Lopez. And he has been on a tear lately. He's been doing very well. Middleton doing his job. He is the pusher. And his object is to keep that 23 set nice and pretty right there in your mama's arms, as I call it. Right in the oh sweet rocking chair. As the fellas are trying to get something going on that top lane. Pretty soon they're going to be, yep, and here they come. They're going to three-wide it. And it does not surprise me one bit. And if I'm not mistaken, I do believe that should be Mr. Donald Sadusky. He's going to be hopping up here on the top line, catching up with the rest of these guys. It's the 19 on the car, but it's the 41 on my telemetry. This has got that really, really great paint scheme right there. Remembering Ryan, his son, who tragically had passed away. Nice to see him out here tonight. A heck of a guy. Back 3-1 Racing. Trying to get something going. Paul Sheldon up there leading that third line. Nice to see B.K. Anderson right there in the 32 machine. In case you haven't noticed, like most of the people in the nation, he's not a Biden fan. Good looking paint scheme. I like it. I like it a lot. 6 laps out of the 75 in the books. You got somebody you want to cheer on, you type it, I say it. Whatever it is, I don't live by any of them, I don't care. That's why they call me the bad boy of broadcasting. I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to call it like I see it. Have a little fun with these guys, huh? Sebastian Marin down on the bottom. The kid's 19 years old. He's a hobbit, he lives in his mother's basement, and all he does is race. Which is fine, because he's good at it. Taking a look, Dean Wilkinson looking really good down on the bottom. Not used to seeing him up here battling out first thing in the race. And there he sets in the second place. Todd Siebel's in the 45, working his way up along with the top line. Trying to crack that top 10. You can see these guys kind of wiggling back and forth here. Take it right up here to the top. When you're riding along in the middle, it's tough. And I'm going to show you why it's tough. Here you are riding around with Mr. John Gabbard in the 54 machine. You got a regulator up front, and the 75 is staring at. They always have great paint schemes. You can tell a regulator car a mile away. Even Ronnie Millsap and Stevie Wonder can find it. Boom, and he's going to blink out and pop back in. Now that doesn't make you nervous. I don't know what will. Because you don't know when they're going to come back and where they're going to be when they do come back. You're right in the middle. You got to worry about them to the left and to the right, behind and in front of you. Plus, you got to worry about your gauges. You got to worry about that water temperature. You got to worry about your oil temperature. You can blow these things up. John, somebody has got MaxSpeedTV shirts out there. And unfortunately, it ain't getting to you. I don't know what's going on with that one. Road Dog, very nice to see you out here tonight. Hope you're doing well. The 42, which happens to be Jason Middleton in the 69. I think they do that just to screw with my head, as if it's not messed up enough. But he's in the middle. And look who's coming up top. Sadusky up there leading that top line. He says he's 19. He's 41 on my telemetry. Having a really good run, these guys are already. Now, remember when I was talking about how long would he stay back? Well, there he is, back in the 25th. Wilkinson goes up in place for a while, and he comes back here and he sits. Another one back here watching things happen. Chase contender Jim Brooks into 51. He's sitting back here, let these laps count down, and he can see the whole entire field. If anything happens up there, he can make an evasive maneuver, and he might just save himself from having to use a fast repair earlier in the race. Definitely a veteran's move right here, and you'll see a lot of these guys do that. Robert Rock doing the same thing, another Chase contender. Dean Wilkinson moves all the way back. He's doing it. The Grover brothers, trying to find those guys because they're all over the place. There they are. There's Seth. He's currently back here in the 19th position. And all the way up here in the 6th position will be Patrick, his twin brother. Normally, these two cats are inseparable. They are Siamese twins, literally. You cannot separate these guys. This is the first in a while, but trust me, they're going to hook up. They're going to stay together, and they will ride that top line all the way home. They absolutely love being up against that wall. Yes, Road Dog, these cars are looking good. The paint boys have been really busy. Down on the bottom, Sadusky. Or up top, Sandusky, I mean. Trying to get down towards the bottom. 75, Mr. Regulator. Good looking paint job on that, by the way. Absolutely love it. Darren Reeser, I believe. And he's got the 52 right there. Paul Sheldon doing the pushing. We're going to ride with him. Tell you what, one thing about the Regulators I'm going to tell you, they can not only drive good, but man, oh man, they got some of the best paint schemes out on the market today. Your Polecat drops back to the 14 spot. Sebastian Marin in the 23. One of the Dale Cup fellers. James Hickson in the 12. Currently 24th. Riding along in the back. And of course the 171 right there, Robert P. Rock. just above him on that middle line there. Another chase contender. Mr. Sadusky's got to drop her all the way down into Mama's rocking chair, and he's got to lead these bad boys around here. Worked his way all the way from 12th up front all the way down to the bottom. And there you get a nice paint scheme in remembrance of his son. Vincente Guerrero in the 14, the Budmobile, bringing that middle lane right up, giving him a challenge. Everett, they're going to get 2 fast repairs tonight, my friend. Appreciate all 16 watching. Appreciate the 9 that hit the thumbs up. Give us a like. Appreciate that. Those of you who didn't do it, well, you suck. I'm just joking. But please hit the like button for us, would you? Let these guys know you appreciate it. This is one, I think, really one of the only super speedway leagues that I'm affiliated with. I mean, these guys, they're about as clean as it can get as far as racing goes. I mean, I've seen them go 70 laps without a caution. That's pretty darn good, especially 3 wide in the super speedway. The 24. Brian Grimm in the U.S. Army machine. There he is, doing the pushing. Right now, he's going to be Mr. Sadusky's best friend. Travis Esports says, hey, I painted Robert Rock's ride. Well, let's take a look at it. Twisted Garden, engineered by nature. Give you nice looks. Not bad. The only thing you're missing is the MaxSpeedTV logo. Just saying. Wow, look at Sebastian Marin do a little pushing up on that top line, and here he comes once again. For a second there, Seth Grover and Sadusky, they kind of got a little close. Or I'm not Sadusky, but Vincente. They got a little close, a little too close for comfort. But all is well. Green flag and still 17 out of 75 in the book. The tunnel take's not sucking now. He hit the like button. Thanks, buddy. That was a good one. You made me laugh. Whoa, the 14 creeps up there just a little bit. Do a little side drafting, perhaps. I don't know. You better watch it, because when you get really super close, iRacing likes to throw this little thing out here called netcode. That's where it'll grab you, bite you in the butt, and wreck you, and you don't even touch. It's a problem that they have, and they've had since the beginning. I'm sure they're working on it. Seth Grover in the middle, doing it without his brother. And his brother's back here in 12th. You can see him. He's coming. He's saying, hang on, brother. I am coming, buddy. Seth said, well, in the meantime, I'm just going to have to get up here on my own till you catch me. Sebastian Marin in a 23. He has got Slapinski all over his butt. Not sure if that's a good thing or not. These two guys are some really great pushers. 23 and, well, the 97. But I got him down as the 41 in here. But these guys, they can push. I'm pretty impressed with Middleton. And the 69, which is the 42. I swear to God, they do that just to mess with my head. He's another one's come a long way. Mr. Nagels is in 13th in the 06 ride. He's got his teammate in 14th in tow with him. Paul Sheldon laying back in that 15th spot in the number 52. And there he is with the Ludwig drum set. Seth Grover all the way down into Mama's arms, baby. And here comes the old veteran Al Cena. Cena. He getting some serious pushing right there by Mr. Alberto Miguel Lopez. Why is it I can say his name right, but everyone else's I screw up, huh? Anyway, he's doing a really good job. He's really come around here in the late in the season. 24, Brian Grimm still hanging down on the bottom, doing well. Michael Pegg started out third, hanging back into the 19th position in the 777 threat. Kevin LaChance in the 19. The flight deck. And of course, the contender, Robert Rock, in the 171. Hanging back here and riding around and watching Jim Brooks doing the exact same thing. Remember what I told you, huh? Now, here's the thing. They're all going to have to get down and get ready and get lined up because it's getting close to pit stop time. And it could be, obviously, a green flag one here. And we'll set up and we'll take a watch. You can see them starting to line up, fill some holes. You're going to see more down on that bottom than you were anywhere. There's a points battle. It's pretty far and wide. But I will tell you, the three that you really got to worry about. Michael Pegg, Kobe Brooks, and Sebastian Marin. Mr. Jim Brooks and Robert Rock, they've got some work to do. But they are still all able. Seth Grover still hanging out at the bottom. The Tunnel Take says, I'm a big Siebels fan. Me too. Have you ever seen his movie? He is one heck of an actor. Slapinski drops back to 10th. In the 97. Or I'm sorry. Yep, the 97 machine. There he is. Pretty soon, they're going to be coming in. I'd imagine the next couple of laps. Everybody mostly down on that bottom line. There's a few of them up there in the middle here. That's when you can tell when it's getting close to pit stop time. Vincente Guerrero up top, and he's got Al Cena doing the pushing for him. And that's it. And here they come. As they are slamming on the brakes. Oh, there's a touch. And that's going to cause a big one. The 0-1 coming in hot. I mean, he is coming in hot. And that's going to create a bit of an issue. Gathers it back up. Wow. Yeah, he came in just a little too warm right there. When you hit these brakes and you lock them up, man, it'll slide with you big time. How you doing there, Mr. Kennedy? Hope all is well with you, Brandon. You're not late. You're just getting into some action right here. Here comes the second half coming in. Let's see if they can execute a pit stop a little smoother. Oh, it looks like the 71's going to go around, and he's got to take in a few fellers with him. You can see it right here, Middleton. And Sebastian's hooked up and running, baby. Here comes your leader right now, but he will be coming into the pits here shortly. And that is James Hickson. He about ready to run out of fuel. And here he comes. So that's going to leave Mr. Vicente Guerrero. He's going to be your leader when they all come back around. And here comes the third, which will be the second place guy eventually. That will be Brian Grimm in the 24 ride. There he is. Alcina bringing him up. They're going to catch up with him easily right here. That's Colby Brooks and Jim Brooks together. And, of course, Mr. Siebel's right there. Everybody making their way back up onto the track. Vicente Guerrero. He is being shown your leader, but he ain't going to be for long right here. He better hang on because they're coming. Like I always say, like a fat lady getting ready to pounce on a candy bar. Here they come. Middleton's going to drop down to the bottom. Sebastian Marin's going to squeeze right down there behind him. And my apologies if there is any females that happen to be overweight watching the broadcast. It was not intended to be any harm. For all you Karens out there, I'll make that statement. Still, Jason Middleton, what a move he made down to the bottom. I'm pretty impressed with that one. Sebastian Marin glued to his rear bumper. I hope everybody out in YouTube's having a good time tonight. Pretty talkative. I like it. Trying to get a little help on the 14. Vicente. Hell with it. I'm just going to call him Guerrero. Vicente. I guess that's how you say it. But he is getting some help from the 32, Mr. BK Anderson. An absolute Joe Biden fan. Let's go, Brandon. Or he's a Brandon fan. One or the other. I think if you say it enough, you might think his name is Brandon. I think they got a meme out on Facebook that shows that. It's pretty funny. But anyway, he's the one's going to be his best friend. He's right here up front doing the pushing. Jim Brooks down at the bottom. You cannot miss that Area 51 paint scheme. Alcina up top. Him and Slapinski. And Mr. Michael Pegg working together on that top line. 30 laps out of 75 in the book. 0 caution so far. You're watching the Area 51 playoffs, MaxSpeedTV coming right at you. If you're not a subscriber, get your butt over there and subscribe. Over 9,000 subscribers. We were actually the first broadcasting network when iRacing started. I was not with them. I wasn't old enough. Mr. Guerrero in the middle. '88, Michael Spell. Started 24th up into the 15th. Way back in the back. Cody Nagels back into 26th. These three cats, they got to stick together. They want to make up some time. And that's going to be Mr. Nagels, Seth Grover. And that will be Mr. Sadusky right behind him. And here they come, and they better look out. They look at the rearview mirror, they're going to be shaking a little bit. Because they be coming. And this is what it's like when you're leading a boatload of cars. Coming up on some lap traffic. Now we're going to have some four-wide racing right here. Watch how these guys handle it. It's not a big deal at all. That's the talent that's in this league. These guys are good, I'm telling you. Whoa! Sebastian Marin gets a little wiggle. BK Anderson both. And we got one get shoved way off. Now, you know as well as I do. Oh, good. He got back on, but no trouble there. And that's going to be the 71, I believe. Kind of got pushed right out there, right in no man's land. Luckily, he came back up, no trouble. I'm pretty sure Sebastian didn't have any skid marks in his shorts. He does now. Did a great job getting that under control because that could have been nasty, especially right up front. So now you got a Dale Cup boy pushing the regulator up on the top line. Brian Grimm having a time of his life down in the bottom of the rocking chair. And he has got Mr. Middleton doing the pushing. I mean, he is right there. Watch Sebastian Marin in the 23. He has got his nose buried up there. Backs off before you go into the turn because you really don't want to push nobody in the turn. That's never a good thing. But watch him set himself up. Gets right up to him coming out. And you'll get an opportunity to hit him maybe one time before he gets to that little quick tri-oval. Riding in the back, Mr. Todd Siebels in the 45. He needs sunglasses to be behind that 51 of Mr. Jim Brooks. Look at the reflections off that car. Dean Wilkinson in the 55. Looks like a lot of these guys are going to get caught right back up here eventually. Now we got a few of them. They're going to be laps down. Cody Nagels is the lap down. Kevin LaChance, Mr. Sadusky, Patrick Grover, Seth Grover, Alberto Miguel Lopez. He's 2 laps down. And Paul Sheldon is in the pits taking it easy. Grimm still showing them away. 36 out of 75 in the books. Again, do not be afraid to hit that like button. If you get a blister, let me know. I'll send you a Band-Aid. Neil Sporn if you cry really hard about it. Peg in a 77 down below in the rocking chair. He's hanging on right there. Sebastian pushed him far enough. He dropped him right down in there. Will Mr. Peg send Sebastian a dozen roses and a box of chocolates? Probably not. Great rivalry between the Dale Cup boys and the regulators. The older, experienced veterans against the young gun. Actually, he's kind of soloing out here because he ain't got a teammate to be found. All in good fun. Slapinski Doing the push it up on that top line, trying to get Sebastian up there. Mr. Alcina right there. Let's take a look. Where are contenders? The 23, there he is. He's a chase contender leading that top line. Michael Pegg is another championship contender in the 777. He's leading the bottom line. Go all the way back to the 8th position for Colby Brooks in the number 53 machine. There he is. Next up, Jim Brooks. Then you're going to go all the way back to 17th to Mr. Wilkinson. And then all the way back here, way back in the back, it's going to be Robert Rock. Still on the lead lap. Those are your chase contenders right now, which we got to worry about anyway. Trying to get a third line going up here. Trying really hard. And that will be, I believe, Mr. BK Anderson. The 88's going to pop in and join that. He says, man, they got some momentum. I think I want a little of that. Well, he's got it, because here they come. Peck still down at the bottom, making it look easy. He's led 7 laps so far. Sebastian Marin, he's led 7 laps. Slapinski doing the push. Whoa, the 14 comes up again. Gets a little love tap going on. Gathers it up, no problem. The number 2 of Mr. Todd Merkel cracking the top 10 right here. And the number 2 machine. The 0 True, Seth Grover, trying to get his lap back the hard way. He's trying to race it in. Along with Mr. Sadusky behind him doing the same exact thing. I'm sure there's a few guys out here absolutely begging for a caution. Folks, this is some pretty darn good racing right here. Really good racing. I harp about rivalries all the time. It's really all in fun. But you do have the regulator on the bottom, and in the middle, you've got a Dale Cup feller. Seth Grover. The 0-2 trying like a Dickens to get that lap back. Sebastian Marin's best friend right now is Gary Slapinski in that 97 machine. And he's saying, come on, Gary, just a little more. Man, look at BK Anderson give that 88 of Mr. Spell a shove. Now, you don't see this all the time. I'm telling you, 42 out of 75 in the books. Caution-free here tonight, guys. Travis says, I see trash on the track. Somebody threw a water bottle, right? What makes this league so successful and being able to run 42 laps caution-free at a super speedway 3 wide, honestly, it's the respect these drivers have for one another. 3 wide. You can throw a blanket over the first 15 cars. It'd have to be a big one, but you can do it. Miguel. In that 20 machine, the 08. And look out, because here they come. As you can see, they go all the way down to the apron, and they don't want no part of this train coming. Again, respect. I bet if you guys could, you'd throw something out on the track to get a caution, wouldn't you? That'd be pretty awesome if you could do that. Hit a button. I've talked to iRacing about that. Everybody gets one opportunity to throw something on the track. Brian Grimm having a heck of a night tonight. He started 14th, here he is second running around. Doing a great job, by the way. In the 24 machine. $16 people giving us likes, 21 watching. Appreciate everybody out there that hit the like button. Appreciate everybody that's watching. Really, really do. I don't know what I'm doing, but at least I'm not going to be bored in doing it. That's my motto. I don't want to put nobody to sleep out there. Slapinski asking for a little help from the veteran, Mr. Cena. Trying to get something going way back there, 3 wide. And I'm sure that's going to be the 32 it is of Mr. BK Anderson with his teammate, the 06, Cody Nagels, who happens to be a lap down. That middle, or I guess it's not middle now, I'm going to say the second line now. They just can't seem to quite get it going up there. I've seen some broadcasts where the middle and the top line was always the fastest. In this case, this bottom one seems to be getting it on. All these guys are working very well together. You don't get to do this very often, so I'm going to enjoy it while I do it right here. That's the race summary. 30 laps to go, 0 caution laps, 26 lead changes. Before it's over, you're probably, if I'm guessing, you're going to see about 35 to 40 lead changes. Here's your top 5 up top. I'm noticing Mr. Brooks, Kobe Brooks in the 53. He's working his way up. There he sets. He's in 9th, and he's got his dad right behind him. Mr. Jim Brooks in the 51. I can assure you those boys will be working together. Father and son. How cool is that to be able to race in iRacing with your father? I played a lot of music with my dad. I was fortunate enough to do that, but never fortunate enough to do any racing with him. But man, that's got to be a blast racing with your dad. And the twin brothers. You got twins out here running around together. Seth Grover. There he is. And he's got Patrick right there. Eventually, we're going to see a whole family out here. Mom, pop, kids. Wouldn't that be fun? 48 laps down. Pretty soon, the next couple of laps, you should start seeing their second round of pit stops. And you kind of know how the first round went for a couple of these guys. It wasn't pretty. The last pit stop those guys did, it was brought to you by Bondo. There's quite a few damaged cars. Hopefully this time it'll be a little cleaner. I'd imagine probably in the next lap or two, they'll be coming in. Michael Pegg still on the bottom with the 24. Brian Grimm. Brian says, I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. "24 laps down, working on 25. They should be coming in, and here they come." Sebastian locks him up right there. Gets all he can get at the line. Let's ride with him as he does a pit stop. Briefly. Pretty as you please. Right around with Mr. Pegg as he's getting ready to come into the pits. Better yet, let's watch coming up on the top side, Mr. Brooks, as he's got to try to make his way into the pits with the traffic in front of him. Will it be this time? Dude, they're going to stay in. Here comes another group coming in. No problems there at all. These top 8 have not been in yet. Riding with Mr. Dean Wilkinson. Right along with him as he goes into the pits. Get a perspective of what he has to look at and deal with. Definitely needs a new tear off on that windshield, that's for sure. There he comes. He's coming in. Whoa, some of them tried to come in and I'll guarantee you somebody got caught speeding right there. Still, Brooks, Kobe Brooks, Jim Brooks, Todd Siebels. Another Brooks. How many Brooks are they? Matt Wagner and Michael Spell. These cats have not been in yet. We'll watch these guys go in. So far, I think everybody, lesson learned from the first pit stop, huh? Let's see. Boom, we got one that turned around, the 71. He didn't get her done. Gets a hold of it, straightens it back up, heads back on in. And here comes the train once again. This time, Sebastian Marin's going to be on the bottom, and Michael Pegg is up top. Mr. Pegg has led 17 laps of this, and he's hoping to lead more. Slapinski right there doing the pushing. Mr. Sadusky hoping right there in the 19 machine, hoping one more caution so he can get his next lap back. If he gets that back, he's got plenty of time to do something here. This time we got a Dale Cup down in the bottom. A little bit of lap traffic up here coming. And this is what your leader's looking at. He's hoping they get out of the way, and they do. Once again, the big recap of the race. Well, there you go. 21 laps to go. Wow, talking about some serious closeness on fuel. I don't know. 0 cautions. 29 lead changes. And some more lap traffic. Get out the way. That's what he's yelling. And he does so. Wilkinson, the chase contender, is in the top 10 right now. These guys got to stay together and stay hooked up. All these guys, they will catch this lead pack, no problems. While they are racy up front, you can see them coming. You can see Jim doing the pushing. Trying to get his boy up there. And they're going to catch him. Shouldn't be any problem whatsoever. I wouldn't be surprised with that hanging back a little bit. You know, the big one's brewing. Possibly it's brewing. I don't know with these guys. They can make me out to be a liar. As the number 2 machine goes another lap down. Should I say a lap down. Sebastian Marin, 13 laps he's led. Michael Pegg has led 16 laps. Both 2 chase contenders up here. Middleton in the 42, he's been up here all evening long. There's Sebastian leading it down, but take a look in front of him. He's probably hoping that they stay right there at the last minute and drop down because he's going to try to catch a little bit of that draft. And trust me, he's going to catch them before the ice cream melts. They see him. He splits off high. The other one, if I'm guessing, is probably going to drop down below the yellow line if he was smart. And he did not do it. There he goes. Dale Cup on the bottom. Regulator up top. Good run tonight by Todd Siebels. Started 32nd. Here he is in the 7th spot. Now, these cats going to ride around here for a little while. Still way too early to make any kind of sudden moves. If they do make a move, they got to figure out who's going to go along with them. They're making deals. Sebastian and Michael Pegg says, hey, you make all the deals you want. Stay behind us. Sebastian definitely needs to win. I talked to him before the race. I asked him how he was feeling. He said, I'm feeling fine as frog hair. I'm assuming that's pretty fine. He's had several juice boxes, so he's well hydrated. Middleton in the 42 doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing. And that's keeping the 23 up at bay. But you better be on your toes because Mr. Slapinski, as I call him, he can push, baby. He gonna make your life tough. As the old saying goes, he's gonna make it a living hell. Because he is gonna do everything he can to get that 777 out there in front of that 23. "15 laps to go. Let's take a peek. Championship contender there. You got to go all the way down to the 8th spot in the 53. Mr. Brooks right behind him, a chase contender. In 9th is Jim Brooks. Another chase contender is 10th, Dean Wilkinson. And the other one way down here in 23rd. Happens to be a lap down, and he ain't liking that one bit. He would love to see a caution. The question is, are they going to save fuel? Or is there going to be a caution and save all their butts? Because I'm telling you, it's going to be real close on fuel. The guys out front burn the most fuel. And I'm sure they realize that and they know it. Siebel's currently 6th. Vincente Guerrero, the 14, still hanging up here towards the front. Now, how impressive is this, guys? I believe the other day they ran the Sunday night, our league, and I think they made it all the way to like the 4th or 5th, like 4 laps to go, I believe, and then they had an accident. I'm telling you, these guys are good. They have respect for each other. There's not many super speedway leagues that can run this many laps caution-free. What is Mr. Kobe Brooks and Jim Brooks, what are they going to do? They're starting to wind down the laps. They're going to try to make a move back here. The good news is Sebastian's going to be able to watch his Hallmark movies. He loves the new Christmas Hallmark shows. I think he's going to make it in time. Caution-free so far? Oh, yeah, he won't have to TiVo a thing. Mr. Pegg, I'm not sure. He might be too old to believe in Christmas. You never know. But he'll still have time to get out of his rig and enjoy his Sunday night. Now, Sebastian, he probably still believes in Santa. $10 to go this time by. Who is going to make a move and win? That's the question. Siebel's taking a peek. He's thinking about it. The kid on the bottom. The veteran up top. You can't script it out any better than this. Not exactly a whole lot of love loss. A little bit of love loss, I should say. These two teammates, or these two teams, they love the rivalry. They love the racing with each other. It's a blast. Young Guns versus the Veterans. Notice I didn't say old guns. I don't want to get yelled at. Slapinski, a veteran pusher. One of the rookies, Middleton. He's a young gun. And if I'm not mistaken, I will have to confirm this, but I do believe he is one of the Dale Cup teammates. Mr. Peg up here is kind of by himself. Just a little bit. But he's getting a lot of push right there from the 97. And Mr. Sadusky, it's 41, but it's really that 19 right there. Doing a good job pushing too. They are going to have to hook up together. Him and Slapinski in that 97, they're going to have to get something going up here. And then you got to worry about if anybody's going to jump up and go 3 wide on you. But for right now, that kid's not going to move off that bottom line for nothing in the world. Nice run so far. Jack Walls, there he is, the third one on the bottom in the Twisted Tea Machine. And here comes some lap traffic. And let's watch this. You're coming up on him. He's probably screaming, out the way. And as you can see, they respectfully get out of the way. Well, some of them do. The rest of them said, screw it, I ain't moving. So they're going to make it 3 wide. Technically, with about 6 laps to go, I think, get out of the way. You're not going to win. Well, a little touch happy going on right there. Wow, Slapinski was all over the freaking place. I don't know how he ever gathered that thing up. I really don't. Sadusky had him 6 ways sideways of Sunday. Say that fast 3 times. Here they come up top, trying to get something going. A 53, Colby Brooks down in the middle right here, second car in. Another championship contender. You have got 3 championship contenders right there. 4 if you count the 51 machine of Mr. Brooks. The 83 of Mr. Walls. He was the leader that last lap. Now watch very carefully here. At some point in time, someone's going to have to make a move. Mr. Cena gets out of the way. Stand-up move. We got a blinker. The 53's blinked a couple times. And right there behind him. Take a look at this, huh? 4 to go, and they are bunched up, and you're right in the middle of Todd Siebel's in the 45. Ouchie mama. Talking about a nerve-wracking spot to be in. That is. This is when you start getting the old sweaty palms. The kid hollering for the 42, which is a 69. Middleton, push, baby, push. Riding along with Slapinski up on the top line. He's got a regulator, Mr. Peg, fighting for the championship. He is the leader of it. up on that top line, trying to get something going up there. Walls is going to come to the line. Is he going to lead this lap as well? And I couldn't tell. But it says he did. 3 laps to go. Caution free. Area 51. MaxSpeedTV. Playoffs. Look at the job that 42, which is the 69, the rookie Middleton is doing. Peg up top with Slapinski right there doing the pushing. And right behind him is another veteran with Sandusky. Your league leader in the points, the 777, Michael Peg. Up top. 3rd place in line, Sebastian Marin, way down on the bottom in points. And here comes that 53 of Colby Brooks. Are they going to be able to go caution-free race, folks? That deserves a like button, if anything. Not many super speedway leagues can pull that off. But look at this. Are they going to be able to set? Are they going to be content where they're at? Is someone going to make a move? And probably a bad move. And are we going to see our first caution? Are we going to see a young gun win this? Are we going to see a veteran up here? This 777, is he going to win it? You're going to see a guy that I don't know a whole lot about, and that's Jack Walls in the 83. In the middle, in that twisted T. Is he going to win it? White flag, here we go. I'm going to get rid of that thing so we can see everybody. Oh, we got a hot one that blew up. And we got one that blew up. He's out of the way. That's Sandusky. The 14 gets hit sideways just a tad. He gathers it right back up again. Is the kid going to be able to do it? Is the 83 going to win it? It looks like it's going to be Sebastian Marin for the win. Caution-free race. Sebastian Marin is going to be the win for the Dale Cup boys. Mr. Jack Walls will be second. Mr. Middleton, he will be third. Colby Brooks is fourth. Fifth, Michael Peg. Vincente Guerrero, sixth. Seventh, Todd Siebels, eighth. Gary Slapinski, ninth. Mr. Jim Brooks, 10th. Dean Wilkinson. And here he is, the boy wonder. Well, I can't say he's a boy. He's 19. But he's never had a girlfriend, so he's still considered a boy. Am I right? Talk to me. It doesn't matter because this boy can drive. I'll call him Stroker Ace. That's a good one, isn't it? Well, there he is. Sebastian Marin. He came into this thing 3rd place in points. I'm really curious to see if that's going to help him. We'll stay with him as he does his little victory burnout. Congratulations, Sebastian. All right, guys, stick around. We're going to be right back. We'll get a chance to talk to these top 3 guys on the podium here. You're watching Area 51 Playoffs. Only one more to go next week, and that is it. MaxSpeedTV, Bobby with all the hobbies coming at you. Don't go anywhere, please.
We got big-time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. Looks like your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold your reset button and we'll come and get you.
Welcome back, everybody. MaxSpeedTV, Bobby with all the freaking hobbies. Why freaking hobbies? Because that's what my wife says I have, and that's what I go by. It kind of stuck. Area 51 playoffs. Caution-free race. How about that? Not many leagues can say that, especially in a super speedway. Third place, Jason Middleton. Talk to me, Jason.
Well, I mean, we started out with a good race. We had a strategy in mind, and we had a pretty sketchy pit stop. There was a bit of an incident on pit road there, but we managed to get through it all right, and we made our way back up to the field. And man, on that last pit stop, we were just hauling. I mean, we ran through the field. I mean, it was awesome, man. I got to give a shout out to all my teammates, John, BK, Cody, Sebastian, Vicente. I mean, it was a hell of a race, man. We had such a good ending there. It was so intense, and I really enjoy races that go caution free. I mean, it was just such a clean, intense, and good race. That's the best kind of racing you can have. Hard and clean racing. That's the best it's going to get.
I know for a fact that Sebastian Marin loves caution-free races because that gives him an opportunity to hurry up and pop some popcorn and grab his favorite blankie and sit on the couch and watch his Christmas Hallmark movies.
Hallmarks, yes, sir. Those are the best.
Oh, hey, nice job. I'll tell you what, you're a little hot rod tonight, big guy. You stayed right up front and battled and pushed. I mean, you did your fair share of pushing. Personally, I think Sebastian should send you a dozen roses and a box of chocolates for Christmas.
That'd be nice, brother.
Well, congratulations.
I love pushing, man.
You did
Thank
great.
you, sir.
Third place of this talent out here. That's pretty darn impressive.
Yes, sir. I want to thank Area 51 for hosting all of this too. It was great fun, man.
Not a problem. Anybody else you want to thank? The podium's yours.
I think that's about it. Should be all my teammates. Oh, Tom Pritchard. Skippy.
You got to thank Mama.
Yeah.
Everybody thanks their mama.
Let me do all this.
There you go.
It's pretty fun.
Exactly.
But
See?
it's actually my grandma that lets me do all of it.
Well, good. Hey, it's Grandma Racing, right?
Yes, sir.
There's a professional fisherman out there. I can't remember his name. It's off the top of my tongue right here, but his grandmother actually sponsored him, and it was Fish Grandma. That was pretty cool. Yeah. But hey, congratulations, third place, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Awesome job. Kick back, relax. We'll catch you next week.
Will do. I'm gonna grab a water. I need some. I got a cold,
buddy.
so
Good job.
I need a drink.
Good job. We'll talk to you later.
Yes, sir. See you, man.
Awesome job. Mr. Walls, talk to me.
Yeah, it was a good race. I started in the back around, I think, 20th place at the start. First pit stop, there was some wrecking going on there. I lucked out, came out, I think, in about 12th or 15th place, so I made up some spots. And then I was just trying to hang around, stay out of trouble, and I guess that last pit stop, I came out with the leaders. That was pretty good. And but I really have to thank Kawabe Brooks there on lap 70. got in between Sebastian and Michael Pegg there at the start-finish line. And then I guess it kind of dropped back, and then I was able to get in front of him and then keep the lead on the center line there up until the end.
You and Sebastian actually done this entire race without having to use any of your fast repairs. That's pretty impressive.
I had my fast repair ready because I was expecting a wreck any time there in those last couple laps.
Well, it didn't happen, Captain. That's for sure. Man, Area 51, I'll tell you what, if there's any super speedway league that can pull off caution-free races, these guys do it. I mean, the talent is unbelievable, but I mean, I can't explain it. I don't know how you can go 3-wide racing. We some laps.
Absolutely. I mean, this league is notorious for going caution-free. But this season, we started out a little rough with a lot of the new guys and, everyone not familiar with each other. But everybody's pulled it together, and I can't believe that race. That was pretty good.
Well, hell, I thought Sebastian paid all these drivers off so they wouldn't wreck so he could get in there and watch his Hallmark movies.
Yeah, I was hoping that Jason in the 69 would let up a little bit, but he stayed on Sebastian's bumper and never let up, so there was just no way I was going to get by Sebastian.
He did a heck of a job pushing. There's no doubt about it. Like I said, Sebastian better give him a dozen roses and a box of chocolates in the mail because, I mean, that kid did not let up. He stayed on his butt the entire time. It was impressive.
Absolutely. And they were he was getting Sebastian loose there a couple times. I was just waiting for Sebastian to lose it there, but he's got good car control.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Mr. Sadusky, I think he blew a motor. He was pushing so much.
I heard somebody blow a motor there. I didn't know who
it was. Him that blew that motor, I believe. So, all right, buddy, who do you want to thank before I let you go here tonight?
Well, of course, thank 53 Coabi Brooks for that split at lap 70 and for giving me the push from there. And the Area 51 admins for all the work they do. You don't realize how much work they have to go through to set up this whole league. And of course, thank you, Bobby, for the broadcast.
Well, hey, no problem, buddy. Good luck. Tomorrow or next week, one more. All you got to do is just move one more spot, pal. You got yourself a win here. It's just one more spot. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, one more spot. It's been a long time since I won in this league, so I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Good luck. Have fun. Have a safe week. And
you too.
We'll catch you next week, buddy.
10-4. Take care.
All right. Oh, man, the moment we've been waiting for. I pick on the kid all the time, only because I think he absolutely loves it. Just an easy kid to pick on. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, have you told your mom I said hi yet? No. Then you're not my favorite. Talk to me. What in the heck? Now, seriously, you owe, without a doubt, Mr. Middleton, at least a box of chocolates in the mail. That kid pushed like nothing else.
Yeah, he did. He did a great job. I would give him a box, but I'll give him a few pieces just because I was lecturing him on what to do and what he can improve pushing. So he's already a great guy, but I was helping him out, trying to make his pushing better. So I'll give him a few chocolates for doing such a great job.
Well,
but
he had to have done something right because he pushed your tail into across that victory line first.
Absolutely, man. We were practicing those last 2 or 3 laps. We were kind of practicing like where we could cool off and then where we could push to the end, and we kind of figured a nice happy medium that most of the time would get us to the line first. And I don't know if it's like the middle and the high kind of broke up a little bit, but man, we took off coming out of 4. And I told him, you better not lift. I don't care if you jack me sideways. And he didn't. And we got to the line first.
Well, I'm going to tell you, it was pretty darn impressive to say the least. You ran up front most of the night. You had a fast little hot rod there. And once again, the Dale Cup boys did prevail this time around. But I tell you what, you had some really fine company up there running with you all night, didn't you?
Oh, man. Yeah, I did. There were some big hitters out here. And, it showed. They were out front. We were running through wide for most of the race. It was intense. But, it's just hard, clean racing, and that's what we like to see.
Well, that's exactly what everybody likes to see is nothing but hard racing. And I'll tell you, I'm really impressed. I truly am. What I like about it most of all is you actually are going to get the opportunity to watch your Hallmark without having to TiVo it, buddy. You got to be happy.
Yeah, of course I'm happy, but yeah, man, I don't know what to say.
Who do you want to thank before I let you get out of here?
Well, Bobby, first of all, I gotta thank you for putting this great broadcast. You know, your great personality. Gotta thank Area 51 for putting on this great league. Gotta thank my teammates, of course, and Jason, Vicente, Tom, Papa John, Jackson. You know, we may not always be together and run the most efficiently, but when it comes to the end, you know, if we're together, we're always deadly, and we'll be up there.
Well, hey, congratulations. And, well, I don't know where this puts you in the points. I'm not quite sure yet. But you were third in points. I'm assuming this helped you out considerably. So
yeah.
we're gonna have to find that one out, and we'll get back with it on that, I'm sure. But congratulations, my friend, and you take care of yourself. Be good. Tell your mom I said hi, and we'll catch you next week. All right, bud?
Absolutely, man.
All right, later.
Later, man.
Oh, the Kid Wonder does it once again. And just to give you an idea how close this race was, I'm going to try to do this without screwing it up. It's kind of tough, so be patient. There you go. That's how close it was. Some really great racing right here. Again, your winner tonight, Sebastian Marin. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Certainly appreciate it. Get over to MaxSpeedTV. Hit us up if you haven't already. Check us out on some other leagues that we do. We have other broadcasters. I'm sure they love to have you out there watching. And I think all my lovely, loyal listeners that I have, all three of them. But anyway, be safe and have a very, very safe week. And we'll catch you next Sunday for the big finale, the big kahuna, the last race of this season. Bobby with all the hobbies. Be safe, everyone. See ya.